Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's James from the Research Revolution. Alright, so here we're basically going to go over these underground cities and basically Illuminati cities, which are different. I'm going to explain it and just kind of get into some things. Now, basically, I'm just showing these underground cities. They're connected by these underground roads that go there, and they also have these maglev trains. But these trucks, about a year and a half ago, they unleashed basically self-driving trucks. Okay, and they have these, and they go on for forever. I mean, these things are networked underneath the ground. They also have railroad cars. These are kind of scary because they're also putting railroad cars next to airports. Okay, and that is to basically have a connection and basically transport things. And what's scary is underground. I feel like there is a different law. It's not the law of America. It's going to be the New World Order law. And they have a lot of food being grown underneath these. They're saving up all kinds of stuff. I mean, look at how big these things are. Look at that truck right there. And you can see how big these places are. What's even more crazy is these underground cities. They have very future tech. They have the latest and greatest technology. And I believe some of the booms that people are hearing are construction underneath these underground cities. Now, when I say Illuminati cities, what I'm talking about is I'm talking about places like CERN. They have these cities, these science cities, and basically they are like small little towns that hold these scientists, and they run all kinds of different tests and experiments and all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, there's also these Elysium ships. If you don't know what Elysium ships are, the Phoenix Lights, I believe those, and if you're going to research the Phoenix Lights, they put up a lot of stuff of the flares, and they say those are the Phoenix Lights. The Phoenix Lights were really, it was an Elysium ship, and the Elysium ship slowly flew over Phoenix, Arizona, and it was humongous. I mean, giant. And these things are a flying city in themselves. And the reason I call them Elysium ships is just like an Elysium, it's kind of like a breakaway civilization. And there's not a lot of information out there on them, but I do know that they are real. People have seen them. The technology is not your explosive regular technology, like jets and stuff. It's a futuristic 0-point energy type of propulsion, and that's all I know about that. I do know that the Nazis in World War II, they had this thing called the bell, the Nazi bell, and they had it in the fly trap, and they were experimenting back then with putting in all kinds of different metals and super cooling them and running electricity through them. I feel like that technology has been perfected, and they are able to have crazy propulsion systems that can levitate things that are just enormous. I'm talking about 3, 4, 5 football fields long. I mean, it's impossible when you think, you're like, how does that stay up? That thing is, half the size of Philadelphia. It's crazy. And these maglev trains, this is right here, this is showing a regular railroad state, but they have these maglev trains that pretty much levitate, and they're like bullet trains, the ones like in Japan. And yeah, okay, sorry about that. And so okay, here's the picture for the Illuminati cities. These cities are basically, if you read their white papers, they are talking about these places that are like CERN. CERN is one of them. CERN isn't just a company name, or it's not just a science project. It's a city. They'll call it like a university, and they even have very weird speak, as far as how, not just speak. It's very weird. They refer to the scientists like it's a family unit. Like there's certain scientists that are mother and father, and they're like brother and sister. It's very weird like that. So I just wanted to do a quick little video and show a couple pictures. I'm trying to do a larger video on these Illuminati cities and Elysium ships. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of give a quick starter little vid on those, and then I'm gonna come out hopefully this weekend with the longer, better version.